Welcome back to Music and Ministry. My name is Keegan. So excited for 2025. I hope you are. As I'm filming this, it's January 10th, so we've already are off and running in this new year. I hope you have something that you're pursuing, because here's what I want to talk about today. I want to keep this video short, but have it be powerful, and that is I want you to make it happen in 2025. Make what happen, you might be asking? Well, that's up to you and God. What has God put in your heart? What dreams do you have for yourself, for your family, your ministry, your job? Those are the things that I want you to make happen in 2025. Now listen, you're not going to be able to do it on your own. You've got to have God's strength. And so I want to give you 4 things to think about as we kick off this year, so that by the end of this year, you'll look back and go, man, I never thought in a million years that God could do this, that I could do this, but here we are. And I want you to be able to celebrate. So the first thing is, you've got to ask God what it is that you should pursue this year. See, the last thing we want to do is have a dream, maybe create a vision board, whatever, and go pursue something that God has not called us to do or said that He would bless us doing, right? We don't want to live our life where we accomplish all these things in a natural or pursue some path that was never part of God's plan and purpose for our life. So the first thing we got to do before we're going to make something happen is make sure that we're doing the thing that God has asked us to do and called us to do. Now, I believe that can be a multiple of things. God puts different dreams in different people's hearts. I don't think anyone has to be a one-trick pony, so to speak, for their life. We look at David. David was a king. David was a psalmist. David was a shepherd. David was a warrior. David had all kinds of different facets to his life. And I believe that we are made in the same way, that we all have different dreams and desires and things that we can pursue that are godly things that He's put in us. So ask Him what you should pursue. The second thing is you got to make a plan. You have to have a plan. We will get nowhere with God without intentionality, without a plan, and without discipline. That's just the bottom line. We have to say, hey, if I want to end up at this point, where do I start? Where do I need to be by this time? Where do I need to be by this time? You've got to have a plan to follow through on. And I would just tell you, when you're making your plan, don't just have it be vague. You want to break down, what do I need to do each day? What do I need to do each week? What do I need to do each month to accomplish this goal? Third thing is, you have to follow through. Quite frankly, you can know what God's called you to do. You can even have put a plan together that's well thought through. But at the end of the day, if you don't get out there and follow through on that plan and work that plan, you're going to get nowhere. You're not going to end up where you want to be. So you've got to follow through. You've got to build in whatever discipline you need, the steadiness, the consistency. You've got to work the plan that you've got if you're going to reach your goal. And then lastly, you've got to celebrate along the way. I know most of this is probably not even new. There's other great leaders and people who talk about this kinds of stuff, but you need that reminder to get out there and do it. And you've got to celebrate as you're making progress, as you're crossing milestones in your plan, as you're following through along the way to that end goal. So I want to leave you with this. What is it that you need to pursue, that you need to make happen this year? If you get after it and you'll do it prayerfully and with God's help, with His empowerment, I believe you will be surprised and shocked at where you end up by the end of this year. Make a plan, sit down today, and decide you're going to follow through. Say no to the things that you got to say no to make that happen. You've got to carve out time. You got to carve out your resources. You got to carve out your energy to put towards it so you can be very intentional. I'll just tell you, myself, one of the things that I'm doing is really putting my effort and my focus into this YouTube channel. I want to grow it. I'm at 88 subscribers right now. I want to get to 500, but that starts with getting to 100 and then 150 and 200. By the way, if you are watching this and you're getting value from it, just hit subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, doesn't harm you, and then hit those alerts so you get updates on all the new videos that come out. But I'm pursuing this. This is episode 10. I'm celebrating the 10th episode. I started with one, then had to do another, then another, and to get to 10 is a big deal for me because I've got a lot of other things that I'm also doing that take up my time. And so I'm doing it. I'm working my plan, and I'm going to continue to get better and better. That's just one example. I've even said no to some things that I was doing. I gave up golf. For people that have golfed with me, they're like, you should have done that even a lot sooner. But I had to give up golf because that's time that I wanted to put towards this goal that I'm pursuing. And so I just want to leave you with that encouragement. Go after it. Make it happen. God will empower you to do it, and we'll celebrate along the way. Hey, leave in the comments for me what it is that you're going to pursue this year so that I can be praying for you and holding you up before God and encouraging you along the way as well. God bless you. Let's make 2025 our best year yet.